GM. Welcome to Chart Monkeys. Man, it's a really Kongish day out there. It's a Kongish day like in the market right now. Kind of feeling awesome. Very Kongish day in the Wall Street Kongs, dude. Those boys are cooking right now, huh?
It's been like also hello. Yeah, man. It feels good. Like we started the year good, right? Like NFTs felt pretty decent. I just got back into the trenches. Was it maybe this past weekend? Like dipped my toes in. So I've been kind of keeping an eye. I've had a few winners in there. Not my calls, other people posting good alpha. Let me just adjust my camera real
Feels
quick.
good though, right? Like people are making money. That feels fucking great.
That does feel great. Yeah. No, and like I see the guys that are on the, people playing around with mints, people in the trenches, just like overall, it just feels good to be doing something. So no, Kongs are cooking. It feels good. Like I want to see more of it, feel like we're kind of on the front end of something. Like you just don't know, like does the fire really get lit? Or does it does it sputter out a bit?
God, I hope it's just the start. We'll see. Well, I'm excited to chat about it. The NFT market for sure. Of course, it was a big token launch today. Moonbirds. I mean, this is one of those major NFT collections. I don't know. Maybe I don't call them blue chip today, but they were once in that kind of conversation. But when a project like Moonbirds launches a token, you pay attention, you watch it. It's one of those things that helps us measure the space too. Like what's the market going to give us, especially on the NFT side? So we're going to take a look at the BIRB token. We're going to look at, the rest of the crypto market's looking pretty damn interesting too. And today's actually potentially a big day for the market. So plenty to chat about. Guys, smash a like on the show. We're live in a few places. Home base is over on Twitch. If you're not watching there, you should be over on twitch.tv/chartmonkeys. On X, this is the official CyberKong show, so give a follow to CyberKongs on X. Do I have the handle right? It is CyberKongs. It is CyberKongs.
Yeah.
You're already following it, but if you're not, you should be. Man, okay, today, FOMC. Rate cuts.
That's today?
That's today. That's in 2 hours? 2.5 hours? What do you think?
I've been living under a rock, man. Holy, like that's great news.
Okay, you're on Polymarket right now. You're not really, but you're on Polymarket. Well, are you placing a bet on anything right now? And on rate cuts?
I don't even know what to think of it. I mean, I guess I kind of feel like rate cuts, no. But what's the what are the smart people saying?
No, like literally, it's at no. Now, like, hang on, like this. I'm not like I'm trying to see. It's under a 1% chance that there's a 25 basis point cut today, but also I don't know because it's at 100% for no change. I don't know if things have leaked out, right? Like I don't know, but we're not getting rate cuts today. Maybe what matters more is this is Powell's first time having his speech since, an investigation was opened into him. So let's see what he says about that. Maybe let's see what he says about the market. I mean, this is a big year. This is his last, 4 months as Fed chair. Let's just see if he wants to make any waves on his way out. And I don't think he'll want to. He doesn't seem like that kind of guy, but potentially still a big day for the market. So couple hours off.
I would be really he's a pretty straight-laced dude, right? I'd be surprised if he talked about the ongoing investigation. That would surprise me a bit. I just feel like he doesn't get into that kind of stuff. Like it would more than likely just be like I don't want to talk about an ongoing investigation.
Dude, it's interesting. I'm just looking at activity on the market and seeing people buying 50 basis point. Oh, decrease. Yeah, I mean, I don't get it, but it's only $8. This is somebody going for a Hail Mary kind of play. I'm guessing.
Okay.
That something crazy happens and there's a whole 0.5% cut. Like I get it. I get it.
The market's crazy in general, right? We got gold at all-time highs. We've got silver, near all-time high, hitting all-time highs, pulling back a bit, pushing again. BTC's what, 90K, give or take?
Touched it this morning. Gold, yeah, but gold all-time high again this morning. It's like almost every few days we're getting a new all-time high. The crazy thing for me with metals right now, dude, it's that and this was just yesterday even, and also today, but the kind of volume, the kind of money that's moving there is so ridiculous. It makes our little corner of like the financial markets seem like nothing, right? Like gold in the past 24 hours gained the entire crypto or entire Bitcoin market cap in crazy. Yesterday, the volatility in silver, maybe it was silver and gold too, but also same story. The entire market cap of all of crypto, it swung in an hour and a half.
Wow.
How small what we're doing is. It's crazy.
It is small. And the funny thing is it's also kind of it's small. It's really spread out. Yesterday I was cruising, been kind of popping into spaces more and more. And I was going into spaces yesterday in the afternoon and found myself bored within like a couple minutes on each space because I'm just like, it's the wag me shit. It's that stuff that I can't fucking stand. I'm sorry. I found you were in there too. The Nigerian, the Nigerian shill spaces.
Dude, I didn't even hear a single person's voice. I don't know why I clicked in, but I clicked in and clicked right out. I didn't hear a second.
Oh, okay. I saw you in there. There was like somebody I knew in there. But then like funny enough, like I went on stage, I talked, like kicked it with them for, an hour and a half or so. And what was funny was just like how, well, a couple things are funny. One, how spread out everything is, right? Like, they're on a different side of Web3. And then the other kind of funny thing is like, you have all these different groups within Web3. I know the Southeast Asian crew because like of Ronin, and we have a lot of them in Kongs, and I know what they're about. A lot of farming, a lot of Web3 gaming, etc. The funny thing about the Nigerian spaces, and I will definitely go back to it because I had fun in there. They're all Web3 marketers. Like if I went to all their profiles, it was like Web3 marketing, spaces host, etc. And I thought the funniest part was as they were each going up to shill their project themselves, they're just shilling to people who are offering the exact same services. Like literally, it's just a room full of Web3 hosts, Web3 marketers, Web3 community managers, and they're just it was funny. And I'm just like, okay, like that's weird. That's their thing. Everybody's got their thing. It was, it was weird.
Respect the hustle. I fucking dig it. I dig it. A dollar's been a whole other conversation, and I can't even dive into it because I don't know. I don't know what it means. I don't know implications other than normally cheap dollar equals like, better for Bitcoin, better for these, better for assets. And, dude, we're hoping it plays out that way. Bitcoin's got a lot of catching up to do. And like, just personally, I'd rather be on this side of it. I'd rather be in during the catch up. Let's see. This is comparing gold and silver price to M2, and also comparing Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is not followed, but the other assets have. That catch up trade, I hope is coming, dude. I hope. I feel like it is. I believe it is.
Feels like we're due a bit, right? Like feels like that's going to be sort of that next thing that we see just make no sense. Oh, and also because it's fun being in precious metals and seeing it pump. I don't want to say for no reason, but you're just like, okay, this caught the attention. This is what's running. It'll be fun when that comes back to like Bitcoin, ETH.
It's Ronin. No matter what Ronin. I mean, maybe at some point it's going to. I mean, I just have no doubt of that. Right now, I mean, yeah, we lost 90K. Touched it this morning. We lost it. It was nice to wake up to green, though. I'll say that. It was just like across the board, everything green, and kind of still is. But
do you know what's green right now? BIRB at 120 million MC.
All right, hang on. Let's go there. Crazy.
BIRB, like, I'm not a fan. Okay, I'm in BIRB, by the way, so pumping my own bags. Not a fan of the project at all. In fact, in a lot of ways, I think they're awful. And the thing is, well, can I explain it a little bit? Yeah. So, like, I can't help but, okay, this is not going to sound fully thought out, but I thought of this last night, and I'm like, it's probably very unfair to judge Moonbirds by the new team because so much of what I dislike about them is old team. It's the Kevin Rose era. It's just the massive extraction. And so then I'm like, okay, so then you have holders that were part of this thing that kind of got rugged by the project. And then you've got essentially a CTO. So like, can I hate them the same way when it's under new leadership? Spencer's obviously taken over. It's just a different direction. Should I dislike them the same way that I disliked them before? And I mean, the answer that I've come to is yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm still on yes. Even if it's not fair, I'm still on yes, because there's just something about that I'm just like, it's just a reflection of like shit. It's a reflection of rugging a community. It's a reflection of extracting from the space. So there's really nothing about them that I actually think is awesome. That being said, I'm willing to take a bet on anything. So I got in at, I don't know, 94K market cap. I was toying around with it in the 80s, and I just didn't. And then when we were kind of doing show prep, I decided to get in. So
yes. Oh, dude, also it could be a reflection on like the best part of the space, which is community takes over and turns the thing around and it turns into something great. Could be. Like we'll find out in a year or two. We'll find out in 2 years. In 2 years when everybody unlocks all their tokens.
Well, I don't hate, honestly, I don't hate their tokenomics. Like there's a lot of fun around it, but I don't completely hate it.
I love it.
You got to do something different. Otherwise, if you're just like dropping full allocation, you know what happens. Like, you know, so I don't hate the idea that they're trying something different. I think it makes a lot of sense.
Tokenomics are great. First off, is this a great looking chart or is this a crimey looking chart?
It's crime.
I don't know if there's a difference, but
yeah, it's of course it's crime. But you know what? If you want it to be successful, this is what you do. You've got your liquidity sideline. You've got your market makers across the entire spectrum, and I mean, if you have the kind of pockets that they have, and if you have the type of investors that they have, then of course you're going to crime the chart.
There you go. It has this in the chat. But again, like you have to, and the tokenomics were built for this. It was built for this. It's perfect. Again, like we got tokenomics only yesterday. I think that's wild and probably smart to only drop the tokenomics like 12 hours before TGE. Is that weird? Is that like unusual? I feel like it is.
I just look at it like everything is so new. Everything in this space is new. That the things that we look at as the standard. So what? They've been the standard for 2 years. They've been the standard for 3 years. And really the standard across just sort of a handful of projects, because there's really only a handful of tokens that have launched where anybody cares, you know, whether it's Pudgy, whether it's Anime, whether it's Dude. I throw Kongs in there, but like it's a very different thing because we started with Banana. Passive yield from Gen Kong's very different. So only been a handful of these things from major projects that have dropped. So like if that is the standard and you've seen it's not really worked well for others, then yeah, come up with something different. Do something different. So I'll at least give some credit that they did something different.
Well, I'll say this. I'm with you, and you like nail on the head just before. If they didn't do something different, and what here's what's different. Okay, so tokenomics drop and details on how you actually get your tokens. Different is TG happens and you don't get all your tokens. That's what people are expecting, right? It's NFT project. This is how they do it. They drop their tokens to you. You get a big fat payday day one. And then your chart looks like you were saying, like it's going to look like everybody else's. It's going to look like Doodles, the Dude token. It's going to look like the Azuki anime coin. It's going to look like all of them, which is TG happens in straight down and never recovers. Yeah. Never. You might have little like blips on the radar too, but like never recovers. It can't because everybody extracted. At the same time, you see the NFT price go to like zero. Well, maybe not zero, right? But you go from 3 ETH down to half an ETH or whatever the number is, right? You lose all the value of the NFT because the value's been extracted in the token. And then everyone's moved on. They're really smart. You do not get all your token day one. In fact, you get very little of it. Your token you get over 2 years. Once a month, you get a little unlock of your token. I dig that. That's different. And it brought a fuck ton of FUD because people were hoping for a payday. You're getting a very small one. You'll get it over 2 years, though. I like it.
It's really hard for me to imagine that this doesn't play out exactly the same as everything else. But if you can get a little bit of a delay on the front end, even better. Like, I still think just overall, what NFTs are and the tokens related to them, in the end, you're just like, I hate to say unnecessary, right? It's just, it's a thing. It's a shiny thing.
Wait, NFTs? You're saying the NFT?
Yeah, the NFTs and also the tokens related to them. For the most part, they're just like, okay, explain to me why BIRB is 120 mil market cap, right? There's okay, the IP behind it, right? Are you going to say like the intellectual property that this token represents is worth 120 million? No. Like, not at all, because the intellectual property you can actually buy. You can own a piece of that IP. So really what this is just like that liquidity layer for thinking you have exposure into the ecosystem. You do. You just have exposure into the speculation of the ecosystem. That's essentially what it is. So eventually, once the euphoria kind of wears off the chart, then I think it settles back down to wherever it's going to settle. And in the end, if we look at it 2 years from now, unless they do something absolutely game changing, yeah, I think it goes the way of most other tokens. But like in the lead up to that, I think the things that they put in place are at least, the slow drip, the 24 months. I mean, listen, this is essentially just a shorter version of what Kongs did, right? Kongs were originally on Genesis Kongs 10 years. It was a 10-year emission schedule, linear unlocks. So it's sort of the same thing, obviously a much shorter time frame. And it worked for us. It really did. It worked until it didn't, because everything kind of has an expiration date on it to a certain degree. So I think, while I don't care about the project, I am like, all right, at least they tried something and it seems to be working. Like if criming the chart, makes people some money, awesome.
I loved Banana, by the way. I love the NFTs generating token, like daily. I fucking love that.
I know. And you know what? Talking tokens, like we're going to I messaged it last week in the Discord. We're going to be messaging here. I said soon, like we're going to be messaging soon about our first distribution of Kong to the assets, to the stakers. Obviously, like, we're not getting the kind of volume. What's BIRB at? I think last I checked it, it's 19 million in volume. We're not getting that kind of action on it. But I do think that we need to continue on with what we were doing, get tokens in holders' hands, and sort of like allow this to be, whatever is going to happen with the price action of the token, put it into the community's hands to kind of decide what direction it goes. So, yeah, that's just a little side note, not trying to put it up against BIRB, but should have some messaging on the Kong token here.
Oh, can't wait. How do you think this plays out? I mean, you kind of said it before, but like, does this keep interest on Moonbirds and like the BIRB token over the next 2 years? Like, is this suddenly like an opportunity to short that token every month on the 28th of the month? Everybody unlocks token, all the holders, and it's not a huge amount, but it's not a little amount. It's something that you probably see in the chart. So does it give you an opportunity to short it? Does it open up a whole lot of like game theory to this stuff? Because also like you can buy a Moonbird NFT at any time. And unlike every other project where, again, TG happens all the tokens out, well, they still have all the token attached. You can buy it on secondary, go stake it, and you start unlocking all the token from then on. Gets kind of interesting.
Yeah, I feel like the staking part is useless. If I'm being honest, like what does staking do? Like you have to stake it to get the rewards. I always thought that was one of the coolest part about gens is we just completely understood how stupid that is. Like you have to stake it, which means you can't sell it. Well, cool. All I have to do is unstake it to sell it. So
is it easier to track that way? Like there's got to be a reason for it.
I mean, they could just set up you know what? I guess to that degree, no, they could have done it just like Gen Kongs. You own the asset, and when you own it, it is passively yielding. Gen Kongs yielded 10 banana a day. There's no reason. And then when you transfer it, the new person starts yielding. If they get it halfway through the day, they get 5 that day. It's just every second it's accruing. So they could have done it like that. I feel like the staking part of it is just kind of like old school nonsense, even though somebody can make a great case for why it makes sense. How do I think it plays out? I don't really like when we had Gen Kongs emitting banana, it wasn't like on a daily basis. We really had to worry about like, oh my gosh, like, 10,000 banana is being emitted today, short the chart, etc. If there's enough volume, then it won't matter. The question's going to be, to your point, like 6 months from now, what does it look like? Is anyone going to care? I hope they do. Like, even though I don't, I don't care about Moonbirds at all, and I cannot stress that enough. How much I dislike Moonbirds, but might be a little hard. I don't mean the holders. I just mean like the project. I just think it's bleh. Yeah, in the end, I hope the holders eat. Like, I hope they make some money. But I know that that's a really hard thing to sustain long term.
Yeah, man. Now I'm wondering, do they stake it? Because they're also introducing some kind of game, some kind of thing to roll. Like any tokens that are not claimed go into like some community pool where you can earn it. So I wonder if it's staked. You have to be staked to be eligible for those extra. There's got to be more. Because here's what I was curious. I've never talked to Spencer. I don't know if you have, but I keep seeing like accounts that I like, people I like, saying he's like the smartest fucking dude ever. I saw Garga tweet that out. I saw Pio tweet that out. B-rated I like. I don't know if he's super smart. I don't know. I like him though. But everybody's saying Spencer's like a big brain. So I'm like, he wouldn't do staking for the sake of staking because that's just something we used to do. Like, I feel like, have you ever talked to him? Like, do you know anything about Spencer?
No, I've heard the same things that you're saying. He's the second coming of the Messiah. He alone holds the keys to the success of Web3. It's an attention space. Moonbirds have attention right now. Do I think he's about to change the game with Moonbirds? No, like, of course not. Like literally, if you fucking think that they're about to change the game with Moonbirds, I don't mean you. I just mean anybody listening. Like, they're not. They're taking, to a certain degree, the same approach as Pudgy's, right? This goes into the category of it's an IP play. Like, if you were to classify what are Moonbirds, where do you put them?
Dude, I don't even know. I actually don't know. I don't know because they don't have those kind of partnerships like Pudgy's. Like, they're not like wrecked guys and with the wrecked. I don't know what they are.
Yeah,
I still look at them like a collectible or an IP play, right? It's in that vein. I don't know what they are.
Is that the default? If we don't know what they are, is the default it's an IP play?
I go collectible, but maybe that's the same thing. But yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I never thought about that. I used to think of them and it was art. I just associated them with art.
I guess maybe because of the proof pass, I used to think that Moonbirds were going for the IRL. Obviously Proof is trying to get into like events and event planning and things like that. So I used to just think of them as like, like whether, I'm not saying they're going the way of streetwear, but like that they were going to be the IRL brand. Like, that's what they're going for. Didn't Moonbirds get like, was it socks and a fanny pack or something like that back in the day?
That was that.
Streetwear, bro. Spencer could be a genius, right? There's a lot of geniuses in Web3, and the reality is it is not, it's not been unlocked. Like, nobody has cracked the code on what all of this is, which is one of the reasons why, at least now, where I feel like we have a good lay of the land, we know where CryptoPunks are going, we know what they are, right? You know what a punk is. It doesn't need to do anything. It's provenance, right? You know what Yuga Labs is doing, to Edu's point. Here, I'm just going to throw that up real quick. You know the play for Pudgy's. You know the play for Yuga Labs. Although Yuga, I feel like at least sort of has the other side meta coming in. And I like that they're going down that direction. And I like that they're going the way of the clubhouse. Like, I like that, right? Everything else I just kind of feel like has to compete for like community, you know? And one of the things that I say is like, the best part about Kongs is we're just sort of that foundation of Web3 community. You know, degens trying to make money. And I feel like that's a thing that very few projects can sort of, if you want to say, admit or humble themselves to be like, well, what we are is a badass community where people are just trying to like bring alpha to the table and stack wins. When the wins are there, we just want to stack wins. We're not trying to be the next LucasArts. So I agree with you, dude. Like, I don't think they can compete against Pudgy or Yuga on the IP side, but maybe. And I don't know that we need a third or fourth. Like, Azuki's going the route of the IP with like their anime, you know? So I don't see it. I don't see it.
Yep. Well, again, 2 years out, we'll see if it was like smart play, whatever. I like it. We'll see. Spencer should come on the show sometime. If you're watching Spencer or any Moonbirds, tell Spencer to come on.
Absolutely.
He's love that smart. I want to talk to him. I would love to pick his brain and just hear their, plans and, decisions. And then guys, just keep your eyes on this. This is from, a couple hours ago, but Spencer was maybe on a Spaces this morning with Loki. I would assume that's this morning, whenever, very recent. And I don't know if this is totally accurate. I saw some replies saying they're kind of mischaracterizing some of the comments, but kind of shit talking GVC, and I think it's wrong to say shit talking, but definitely pointing out that he doesn't think the strategy token is the way to go, and also that the enforcing royalties is not the way to go, and just like a lot of comments that what Good Vibes is doing is maybe the right path, and maybe it's not the right path for them, and maybe DGMD kind of misunderstood. I don't know, but that happened, and he's got receipts, he's got the audio, and I don't know, and I haven't heard it yet, by the way. But
don't talk about my Kool-Aid drinking GVCers like that, right? Like don't no. I actually think the strategy token for GVC is the way for them to go. Yeah. And I think the idea of enforcing royalties is a way to go. I mean, that was something that people were excited about way back in the day, of being able to kind of have this flywheel of, if people are interested, you're bringing in revenue. So I don't get that take on it.
Did you see Chimpers, by the way, migrated to a new contract?
I did. Enforcing royalties, right?
Yeah. Do you like it?
Yeah, I mean, it's what we did with babies, right? And evolution. Like there's a reason for it. Like you sit there and think like, okay, well, if we have the option to enforce royalties, why would we not want to? We may not get the same type of volume, but like, yeah, of course, like that's revenue. GVC's been able to use that to be able to buy back Vibester, which has that whole flywheel of buying back their floor. So yeah, I think it's a good idea. The downside, and like one of the reasons we would never do that with Genesis Kongs, and I don't think it matters to like to Chimpers in exactly the same way, but is you lose a little bit of that provenance with it, right? Ours was a little stickier too, because babies were always on the same contract as Genesis Kongs. Makes it a little bit of a pain in the ass for marketplaces to be able to separate them. So I get it from the Chimpers end. You want to make that money. I was looking at, we were talking ordinals in the spaces yesterday, and I was looking at Prometheans, and I was like, if ordinals had enforced royalties off Prometheans, I think we would have made like $2.5 million. It's a lot of money when the marketplace is still making their cut. So I think enforcing royalties, I'm a fan of that.
I like it, dude. Let's stay on NFTs a little bit, and then we got to talk Penguin meme coin. I can't remember now if Ralph was last week or if that happened since we last chatted, like Ralph crashing, basically.
We talked about it a bit. Well, we didn't talk about it crashing. I feel like Ralph was maybe last week or week before. I didn't know it had crashed.
It did. We may have to get on that a little bit too. But just wanted to point out NFT volume looked like pretty damn good over the past week. Sales doubled from just the prior week here. And that, by the way, those low sales was basically like a 5-year low. So it was fucking atrocious. A bit better now. And there's a lot of like storylines out there, right? It's the Moonbird stuff. Yeah. And it's Yuga coming with the Clubhouse later this year. Everybody's got stuff still coming to a degree. We're waiting on the OpenSea C token. So there's stuff happening. Flip side of that is we got some shitty stuff going on too. Nifty Gateway announced they're shutting down, which, man, that was like close to being like a disaster. Because you got like, dude, OG like iconic Beeple work that's on that platform still, and iconic X copies and some like great stuff worth millions that they only allowed a 30-day window to move off the platform. And people are starting to freak out. Some of that stuff could have been lost forever, and maybe like could still, I don't think, but they dropped an update yesterday. They're extending it. It's now 3 months you have to get it off. And then they're going to work with people somehow, some way. And they're also going to preserve the metadata. So all in all, it's like not as bad as it was, but that's a big, part of the last cycle that's now going bye-bye. Kind of a bummer. You got stuff there, by the way? You got art?
I have one of those Blau NFTs.
Oh, yeah.
Face.
The royalty ones. Yeah.
The royalty ones, man. Those never quite worked out. And I've got a POC on there. One of those, like a couple of those, was it Matter or something like that? Those cubes.
Yeah, he had those, and he had the circles that you push together, merge, I think, and he's had some.
That's, I think, what it was. I think it was merge. So I need to like just sit down, because I'm pretty sure I had those on compromised wallets. So I need to just see if I can.
Be cool if they're still there.
Oh, I'm sure they are.
Even if they're worth nothing, which they're worth nothing, but it's cool. I just fucking looking in your wallet and seeing the stuff you had is just, it's fun, man.
Did Nifty Gateway just shut down because they ran out of funds? Was that really it?
It's got to be. You know, like it was a gated platform. Not everybody can just go create there. So it's like, you know, when it's so competitive, there were so many marketplaces. Like Maker's Place went bye-bye, right? You know, a year or two ago at this point. And you know, Super Rare's the only like, you know, big one from last cycle left standing. The rest are kind of gone. Known Origin went bye-bye. You know,
yeah.
I think there was too many of those platforms for how little volume was actually going on out there, how little, you know, trading and sales, whatever. You got Super Rare now, and you got Transient Labs is kind of it. I think that's it for big, you know, you got object.com, and you've got some of the smaller ones and Versin, but you know, big ones, Super Rare and Transient Labs, and will they?
You know, you had mentioned before, and just kind of going back to the point you were making about volume, I was looking on Crypto Slam at, it must have been December's NFT volume on Ethereum. And would I be right in saying that was like our lowest month since maybe, was it like January of 21?
Probably
December of 20, January 21. It was like,
wow, yeah,
it was low.
103 mil. Lower even a year before, actually. So, but it's basically there. It's basically at, you know, all-time lows, you know, since like this modern NFT market. It's pretty fucking bad.
So it's funny because like it feels like it's better to some degree, but maybe it just feels like that, and it's actually just the handful of projects that are getting getting some action on them right now, because like the numbers show something kind of quite different, right?
Yeah, it's, I don't know. I like how it feels right now. I just like that the volume is so low, but then you got the Adam Weitzman's who's like scooping up grails, and you got people collecting like I'm collecting. Like for me, and I tweeted about it earlier in the week too, it feels very bottomy to me. Not saying it can't go lower. I kind of still expect it to go lower, but like this is a range I don't mind collecting stuff for, you know, to hold on to you know, for some years. I like how it feels now. So
yeah.
You know,
it doesn't feel too bad. It feels like, you know, it feels like we could be on the precipice of something.
Forgotten Runiverse shutting down too, man.
Yeah, not a surprise. Like yes, I'm surprised, but not a surprise, right? Like how many Web3 games have we seen? And dude, this is what's crazy to me is these projects raise money. I don't know exactly what they raised, but they raise to Assassin's point, like the game is good. Web3 gaming flywheels are impossible at this moment. And it's just kind of sad. Like they put it on the back burner, and just another casualty, man. Dude, for real.
Deez had the best take on it. He was saying, and Deez isn't even old. Like Deez is actually a young guy, right? I think he's younger. I think Deez might even be in his upper 20s or so. Maybe he's in his third. I don't know. But anyway, he's like, dude, I'm too old for new games. I've got my same games I play, same 3 games I've played for the past, you know, 10, 15, 20 years. And like older people, especially, truth, I'm not playing new games. I got my classics. I got the things, my staples. I'm not adventurous anymore. I'm not looking to play new games. And we're like, you know, crypto's so small. We just have so many fucking games. I don't have time to even try them, let alone have one that like I commit time to. I don't have time for it. And then gamers don't want it. I can't believe how wrong I was. And a lot of people that product market fit is gaming. It's not until Grand Theft Auto does it. But it's it's not there.
It doesn't work. It just like it doesn't work unless like I feel like the Ponzi's last longer the more people are doing it. You know, so you saw like Axie Infinity and how well they did in 2020, 2021, 22 maybe. More people, more hype, more FOMO. The less people you have, the quicker the candle is shorter. And so like it burns quicker. And it just doesn't work. Now I see people like Assassin who talk about like the game is fun. And I think to myself, like, is it though? Like, is it fun? If it's a fun game, then that sucks that like a fun game that, you know, integrated crypto into it just didn't have the mind share to make it.
You need normie gamers. You got to get them, and they fucking hate crypto.
Yeah, we talked about this the other night. That still perplexes me a little bit. I get it. Like I get it. But I also don't get it. Like if you like playing a game and you can make money while you're playing the game, that should be fun. But no, it hasn't caught, dude. It just hasn't worked. And
No. Dude, they think they're like purist. Funny enough, I'm probably not going to find the tweet in time, but like I had a tweet this morning talking about the game I love, Binding of Isaac. And it's just gamers hate just to hate. It's so bizarre. So the tweet I saw was them hating on a thumbnail from a Binding of Isaac streamer that he used AI to generate the thumbnail. And the whole thread is full of people saying, if I see AI, I'm skipping your video, and talking shit about AI and like not understanding how it's like maybe that makes his content better because you can focus on making the video great for you. Right. And then the thumbnail is just one less thing to think about. I'm sure he'd want to do it by hand. Right. But it's like it's weird. I don't know what that shit is rooted in for gamers to be so like quick to hate shit. But that's them. That's their nature. And I don't see him changing, dude. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy.
I had somebody in the Ross in the Kongs chat was asking what your thoughts are on the Vorgians. Am I saying that right? Yeah. Do you know the Vorgians? It's an NFT mint.
No.
I've seen it floating around in the chat. I know nothing about them.
Vorgians.
Yeah, Vorgians. They kind of have like, Vorgians.
I gotta pull it up.
I have like skulls, kind of devil, demony looking.
I'm sure I'm spelling it wrong.
Vorgians.
Does that look right?
Let me see.
Yeah, let's just search it.
Yeah, that looks like
them?
one. Yeah, that looks like
they're on super rare. Okay, hang on. I might like them. I actually already do like. Oh, okay. If they're by King Xerox, that's a must mint kind of fucking thing.
Okay, mint me one then.
Let's see if I can.
Yeah, just mint me 3.
All right, talk for a minute.
No.
Yeah.
Ross is usually like he likes Ross is a fan of art. I'm just gonna let him know.
So they're a WoW list right now. There's 1,600 of them. I've collected this guy for years haven't in a while, but back on, the Tezos days. He's great. He's got a collector base. Yeah, it's like, I'll pull up his account. No, those are great.
Yeah.
I would feel similar to, about those than I do in the vein of Modest minting. Modest, yeah. I think bigger upside coming, but like King Xerox has got like a great following. And I remember when he started. Yeah, he's good. He's good. Yeah, 0.03. I like him.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now you are responsible. Ross has whitelist, so
shit.
I'll just tell him that is financial advice.
I would mint one. Absolutely. If I had whitelist, I would mint one. I wonder if he doesn't get the same engagement he used to. He used to be like a dude, almost like there's a few other artists that started on Tezos that got very fucking popular.
Oh, he started on Tezos?
It's where I first saw his stuff. I would bet his Genesis stuff is on Tezos. Yeah, he doesn't get much engagement anymore. So things a little different, maybe. I don't know. I got to scroll more.
Cool art. I like it. Like when I see it, I'm like, oh, that's got a cool look to it.
Yeah. He's definitely, he's got a style. I would for 0.03, I'd mint it just to have, and then you never fucking know. But people used to like him a lot, and yeah, cool shit. Otherwise though, we got the date for the new Modest collection, the Death and Taxes, February 19th. Still we got to find price, and we got to find. It's a game. We got to find if you're eliminated from the game, if it means your NFT is eliminated too, as in you lose it or it's burned. And those matter the most right now. But if you keep the NFT and it's priced even like, I think 0.07 and under, which I don't think it'll be 0.07. I imagine 0.03-ish. But to me, that's a must mint. So
this is the Death and Taxes one. Is that what it, or yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I like the art. I know you shared it with me and I thought that looked pretty badass.
Yeah, dude, he's great. Okay, let's see.
I think we should do a little Kong win. I don't know if that's a bad segment time.
No, perfect. Then we hit Penguin.
Yeah. All right, let's get a little monkey business going. 1 second, sir.
Do your thing. I think my wife just broke into the house. Broke in.
Well, this is just a little segment where we feature Kongs, right? We talk about what we got going on in Kongs, if there's something going on in Kongs. I mentioned earlier today we'll be having some messaging about our first season of Kong distribution, but we like to kind of highlight the wins in the community, because the reality is, by the way, Kongs March 3rd will be 5 years in the space. hard to kind of believe we're that OG. And we have just always survived as a community because people are always bringing alpha. There's always something happening in there. So we like to feature some of the shit that's happening. And this week, I'd like to feature myself. I never make the list, but I got into the trenches a little bit. And this was actually, I think, the first thing that I got into on the trenches. A little, how long was I in? A day in 26 minutes. That seems fairly long for me to be in a coin, but got a little 2.2 soul gain on there. And oh my gosh, I made a little bit off of Puppy.
Hey.
Just stacking. By the way, these are all calls from our boy Melkor.
I was gonna say this has got to be, we got to have Melkor in here somewhere.
Yeah. So Melkor on ZHC, he did pretty good. He was trading it on Axiom, made like $5,000 on there. I think he made like $7,500 on his trade in total.
How the fuck is he so good? It's always him.
Dude. He's in the trenches. He's just in the trenches. In fact, Melkor is such a G. He has been running the TrenchBot X account lately, so you've been seeing more posts from it. And he's just out there, dude. He's out there, and he makes pretty good calls. Like if I just, what I like about him is he gives a thesis. You get some people in Wall Street Kongs or in the meme coin channel, and they'll just post a contract address, and then they'll be like, a day later when it 10x, they'll be like, see, I called that. It's like, no. You just posted a contract address. That's it. Melkor will give like a thesis with what he's doing. Like, hey, this is from this team or this account likes this. So like, there's a little bit of info for you to just sometimes it's a sentence or two, sometimes it's a small paragraph, but just enough for you to like understand like, oh, okay, there's a little bit of a story to this and you can decide whether you want in or out of it. He's awesome, man. He's pretty damn consistent.
Man's locked the fuck in.
He is. I even saw, Sven was in the trenches. I saw him getting wins in there. So those were the ones I highlighted because those were the ones that people had posted. But people are getting in there. And like, if you like to be in the trenches, TrenchBot's one of our supporters, right? TrenchBot's a Discord trading bot made by the CyberKongs. And it's awesome. It's multi-chain, so you can trade Solana, you can trade BNB, ETH, Base, super easy. If you're a Discord native, if that's where you hang out, TrenchBot's awesome because you bring the bot into your server and you can literally tag it with a contract address or a ticker. It brings up all of the info, sort of like in a Rickbot style UI. It tells you market cap, it tells you liquidity, it tells you bundles, etc. And then there's a buy, a sell button, and you can buy right from Discord. If you have it in your server, there are certain advantages you get as a server owner. You can make fees off of what's traded in your server. But also, if you're somebody who calls the ticker first, then you get fees from the sales of any of those tickers in that server. So cool little thing. That's it's cool awesome. Shit. I use it. Like this is not Axiom. If you're a trencher who needs 3 screens up and that's your way of doing it, that's not what TrenchBot is. But TrenchBot for a normie, somebody who like is casually in the trenches, you want something really easy. Somebody posts a CA you want in, the buy button's right there. You set up a privy wallet, you can export the private keys. It's just a great tool. So check out trenchbot.io, set up an account. It's easy.
Dude, Melkor's got to be like double cooking. He's cooking on the trays, but he's calling this shit too. Like,
I gotta ask him. Yeah, like, Assassin asked, how do you receive those fees? So if you have a TrenchBot account, it actually tracks like who called it. You can see it as the first caller at the bottom of the UI. You can see like first caller Assassin, and then whatever sells come off of that token. It just automatically sends it to your wallet.
Dude, that's
cool percentage of the fees.
Well, it's cool because then you see if it's a Melkor call, right? And so you might have more trust for it. If you see I'm calling a coin, you probably ain't touching it, right? But it's like that helps you like find better alpha quicker.
If you call something, I'm decent chance I'm going to take a look at it, man.
Might look. But again, like the great callers, you see them. I think that's
yeah. Yep. And the thing is, as the trenches heat up, I'm seeing more and more people in the shitcoin channel. It's nice. The more people participating, the more alpha there is, the more wins there are. So,
dude, heating up is like, Okay, I was pulling this up behind the scenes, and I just couldn't fucking believe that this happened, a week ago. This isn't like old. You know what I mean? Like this thing exploded within just the past few days, and it already feels like an established meme of the space. It to me, and I'm talking Penguin, the Penguin meme coin. For me, it already feels like it's like the fart coin of this year. It's like the one where, if this market gets hot and if it's gonna give us $1 billion coin, I think it's this one. Like, what a fucking thing this is out of nowhere. Penguin rips to I mean, I think here's the thing. I bet you all of us saw Penguin, had our eyes on it, and looked at it at 10 mil, 15 mil before it started getting up crazy. I bet we all got to look at it then and chose to not buy it, which is different than a lot of other coins, and previous year cycles, whatever. But quickly, this thing to 50 mil, 70 mil, 100 mil, got to what? Did it get to 170?
I thought it eclipsed 150 for sure. So, yeah, it got up there. I bought back in at no. I bought in at 90, 95.
Nice. Oh shit. Hang on. We'll peek at that after too, man. Pudgy Manchester City merch. I'm gonna peek at that after. That's very cool. Did you get in? Was that your first time in, or did you get in lower?
No. First time in.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm playing it as like you said, like the fart coin. Like I still think there's some legs on it.
I think fucking big time. I haven't bought any, and I'm kind of sitting with it right now because I'm like, okay, is this one you gamble on? Because it's like if the market gets hot, this is, definitely going to be one of those. It's to me going to be that hundreds of millions or 500, or again, as much as the market will give us, this is the most organic thing we've had. It's because man, it just resonates with people a different kind of way. People love the meme. This penguin that branches off from his colony. I think colony they call him, right? But branches off and he's like on his own path heading towards the mountains. And I think people interpret that two ways, as in he like a depressing kind of sad solo guy story, or people just also the other way is like it's your destiny, just heading towards that, and it doesn't matter what the crowd is doing. I think it's more the depressing side is what the real story is, but
what do you think of how, maybe ironic isn't the word, but maybe I'll use that word. Like, how ironic is it that Pengu pushing and on the sphere and just doing everything they're doing to try to get the meme coin Pengu out there, right? And you can just have a picture of a penguin walking towards the mountains, and now that's the penguin. Like Pengu exists. To us, we know what it is, but the penguin that people are thinking of, the penguin is that penguin.
That's fucked up. That's funny. Yeah, it shows how little, and it's not even like whoever launched the meme coin isn't even the one who made the video. They just saw the image, stole the image, made a meme coin of it. It doesn't take much other than right place, right time, right, maybe a little more too. I don't know if there's crime involved with this one, but no, it's funny. For all that work, and somebody could click a couple buttons and outdo you.
Yeah.
But also outdo you for a short period. We'll see long term and whatever. And but it is fucking funny what this space is.
It is.
Which shows it's not much. It's not much. Well, I don't know,
it's
dude.
Not much at all. Yeah, it's not much at all.
A lot of vapor. And that's all the shit I love too. I know what it is. That's it. I know what it is. So
do you want to check out the Pudgy Man City before we get into bullish bearish?
Yeah. Oh, it's almost that time, huh? Okay. Yeah. I'm also gonna say Mega ETH mainnet launches in 2 weeks, week and a half, 2 weeks. So heads up about that. I don't know if it'll matter. I think, it's got enough characters, like main characters and backing, that it will matter for a period. I think it'll matter more than Monad and some of these other chains. But do I care? No. Will I kind of follow along still? I'll have to. I think so. So we'll see, man. Yeah. A lot of things we'll see. I don't know, dude. There's so much else going on. We're not going to get to it today, but again, Claudbot, / Moltbot, and then the Ralph token, and then Rec Drinks, who sold out their new X Games collab thing in fucking a minute. There's a lot going on, and then Del Mundos and Zorgs, NFT collections that really did. I don't want to say crazy, but like NFTs that were free that people made money on was great. So,
next another show.
Yeah, here we go. Pudgy Penguins in Manchester City. Collectible clock and hoodie. Why a collectible clock and hoodie? Why do those go together?
They don't, in my opinion.
$200.
You get both?
You get both. which not crazy. I hope it's a nice quality hoodie.
I bet it is.
Or quality clock or bow. Yeah, interesting. Not for me, but is this like soccer? You football fans out there, is this for you? Who's this for?
Man City and Pudgy Penguin fans.
Is there a lot of like crossover there? Like if you're a
Well,
Pudgy fan, are you spending 200 on that?
And the thing is, you got to be a Pudgy and a Man City fan. Well, you don't have to be a Man City fan, but you wouldn't do it if you are a Manchester United fan, I would assume, or a Chelsea, Liverpool fan, Arsenal. Like, so, okay, we're ruling out a lot of the Premier League who likes other teams. So I guess if you're like an American and you don't really care, you may just buy it because you're like, oh, it's Pudgy Penguins and I support. It's fucking awesome. Yeah.
Limited edition.
I got to ask Enzo how he feels because I know Man City's not his team.
Oh, yeah. Enzo, if you're watching, bro, drop it in the chat or come up. But interesting. Yeah, it doesn't say they're limited at all. So I'm kind of curious. I would like one actually, but
yeah, no, you know what? You know how I feel about Pudgies, but like in the end, I'm like, yeah, whatever, cool.
If they did a Buffalo Bills Pudgy Penguin hoodie and clock, would you buy it?
Oh, that's a great question. I would. That is, man, probably.
Right? Yeah.
Probably. I probably would. So I could burn it.
So you could burn. Damn, dude.
No, I would. I would probably buy that.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about it because they have probably one of the biggest fan bases in the world. I think they're like that big, right?
Pudgies or the Bills?
No, Manchester City.
Yeah.
I'm like, they're probably going to make some good money on this. There's a lot of like tons of fans. That crossover is interesting. Like it's probably a smart thing. Again, I don't know if they pay to do this, if they make money on it. I don't know how this works, but
either way, it's a nice looking clock. If you have been looking for a toyish clock to display on your armoire or whatever in your foyer, you've been looking for that special piece to show people that you care and that you have high quality taste, buy the Pudgy Penguins clock. And when they come in, you can be wearing your Pudgy Penguin Man City hoodie.
And if you're a flipper, if you're one of those, I'll just tell you, like, if you're going to speculate on this shit, go for the medium and large because those will sell out first usually. Like, usually medium's gone when I go try to get stuff. And then
it's available now, right?
It is, yeah.
What's the shipping cost on it?
Somebody put their checkout. Ended up being like,
I'm $40 shipping or something.
Let's see, $25.
Yeah,
so
not bad.
Crazy, but I wish I knew if they were limited because I maybe would buy. Anyway, whatever. That's pretty damn cool. I dig it. Some bullish bearish.
I think it's time, man. 1 second, sir. Yeah. Let's get into it.
Bullish bearish, bullish bearish, bullish bearish, bullish bearish, bullish bearish, bullish bearish, bullish bearish.
That's what's up, dude. I always sneak in a couple extra. I hope you don't mind.
I love it.
This one might be. Is this mine or yours?
This is you. Is this about Bitcoin? Is this their?
It's the Steak and Shake. It's just like really leaning into the Bitcoin stuff. I love it. Their sales are up like 18%. After they, made that strategic Bitcoin reserve of their own, and now they give their employees like that little stimmy. I think it's like once a month or once a week, whatever. Their employees now earn Bitcoin that vests for like 2 years, which is cool. But I don't remember why I put this there. Oh, they're adding $5 million to their Bitcoin reserve. After they announced those bonuses. Again, I'm very bullish on Steak and Shake and anybody leaning into Bitcoin. We want you. We love you.
I love that. Bullish.
Fucking bullish. Okay. Also I snuck this one in. This is in the Ukraine war, I believe. This is a Russian soldier on the front line, probably trying to avoid a drone or some shit, dressed up as a penguin.
Okay.
That's new.
That is
Oh, it got him.
Oh.
Wait, yeah, shit. Got him. It didn't work.
Did not work.
Bearish then. Damn, dude. I didn't see the video all the way through. I didn't know it ended like that. So.
Okay. Bearish, I guess.
Bearish on everything about that now. Damn. Okay. You didn't have to do this. That sucks. Average lifespan is 77. Middle age isn't 50. It's 38. That's a head fuck, man.
Yeah.
Way more than halfway there, huh?
Yeah. I'm bearish on that, by the way.
And then there's the thought that if you can make it to whatever age now that you'll live, 200 years or some shit.
That doesn't sound good either. Old and hurting.
Yeah. I would like it. I don't move much. I could be hooked into VR shit and
okay. Yeah, okay.
But bearish on that for sure. Middle age is 38. Fuck out of here. Bearish. More penguin shit. Penguin seems to safety as ice breaks.
Watch that guy.
Little guy.
Watch him. Oh, you kind of caught it towards the end, but man, he's going. He is going, and he picked his spot.
Oh,
boom.
Oh,
look at that. And the slide.
Okay, truth is, he would have just swam across, right?
I thought that too. So yeah, he was not in danger, but he lives on the edge. I'm bullish on that.
But it was great. Did you put the Leonidas one in?
I did.
Let's do it. Did you repost it? Repost if you think this scammer CZ should be sent back to jail.
I specifically titled this "Leonidas is a bitch."
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he cries and whines and tugs at Binance every fucking day to get dog listed, and no one gives a shit. So now the person he wanted to list his shitty rune didn't ever do it, and now Leo thinks he's a scammer and should go to jail.
Yeah.
Right.
On Leonidas. No, I'm with you. I read it the same.
Yeah. Bearish.
Also, CZ might be a scammer. I don't know.
Sure he is.
If you were to guess, if you were to make a bet on is he or isn't he?
Is.
Like really know you think he is?
I lean towards is. Scammer is loosely used, right?
Is he trading against us? Is he manipulating the market?
CZ?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, I'm bearish on Leonidas there. This man won a $315 million Powerball jackpot during a trip to return orange juice.
He bought orange juice for $5. His wife's like, that's on sale everywhere else for $250. Take it back. He goes to take it back. He sees the Powerball sign. He buys a ticket. He wins.
That's badass.
He's probably pissed too. Imagine like your wife's like, you go return this. It's cold as shit out. He's in Jersey, so I'm sure it was cold, and to get back $250 basically.
Fuck, I hate her. Like, right?
But man. So yeah, I'm bullish on that.
That's fucking awesome. Good woman. Couldn't do it without her. Bullish on her, and him for doing it. Hi, please tell my wife that you can't fix my phone. She wants to check my WhatsApp messages. $50 is yours. Oh, he's taking his phone to a repair shop or something?
Yeah. But he put that inside the phone for the guy. So that way when he was repairing it.
Damn.
Yeah.
If that was you working, would you do him a solid?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's bro shit. Yeah.
Also, here's what's weird. That writing does not look like a man's writing.
That's a good shout. Did somebody say that in the comments? That's a good shout.
Yeah. I just noticed it now. I'm like, that looks like a chick's writing.
Yeah. Or is that a pound? I'm so fucking stupid. Or a euro? What is that?
Euro? Who knows?
Yeah.
All the same.
Oh,
that is euro. Yeah. Look at us, Americans.
Yeah.
America.
Fucking idiots. Fucking so stupid. Bullish on that repair guy. Yeah, actually, the whole scheme. Pretty great. Yeah. In 22, someone got a tattoo to get a whitelist for this NFT project. Today, that NFT is worth $12. Great goats. I don't even remember that, but that's incredible.
That's just crazy, man.
I'm so bullish on NFT traders.
Yeah. Bullish on this, by the way.
Very. Dude, that's badass. Redhead was bullied and didn't want to fight, so his friend stepped in to defend him. Oh, I hope he whoops some ass.
I love the fight videos.
Dude, they're great.
Don't worry, it's coming.
Do you have audio, by the way, or no?
No.
His ass, bro. Is his friend the little guy?
He's going after the, and then boom. Okay. Then they're going to scrap for a minute, right? But in the end, you think this kid's getting his ass kicked. Wow. Oh, yeah. And then he's like, oh, man.
Hang on, let me see some of those. Hey, boom! Look, that
Dude.
fucking shot right there was.
Yeah. That's what did it. That's what brought the tears on, I think. Yeah, I'm bullish on that, man. Don't be a fucking bully.
Stand up for your friends. I love
Yeah,
that.
always.
Amazing. All right, just a couple more to go. I'm going to save my favorite for last. You know what it is already. They're making millennials in 2026. Hang on. A child's been born from an embryo frozen in 1994, making it the oldest baby ever. That's a head fuck too.
It is, right?
Wow. Pretty bullish on that, dude.
It's cool. Yeah, it's cool. That's a nice story. That's a great, like, if that was an NFT mint, that's got a nice, narrative to it.
Is he born? Oh, he is born. Okay, yeah. There should, when we get his name, there should be a meme coin.
Oh, good idea.
Almost
good
definitely. And I think our last one. Melania Trump rings the bell to open the New York Stock Exchange trading this morning.
Yeah.
Melania.
I thought, like, I don't care. Like, I don't care. But I put it on there because I was like, that's interesting.
Yeah, dude.
I'm as neutral as I could be on this. I could make a case either way.
My wife saw like a trailer for it or somebody reporting on it and thought it was a joke, which is what it feels like. The movie itself. And I'm like, yeah, I don't.
What is the movie supposed to be about?
Don't even know.
Her life?
Don't even know. And I saw a lineup of these MAGA dudes all lined up to go see it, and it was super cringe.
Yeah.
Not bullish at all.
Fair,
but I'm not. Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm like you. I don't care. I am, however, bullish on everything about this video. It's the greatest thing I've seen in a minute.
Oh, yeah.
We'll just play it. No context, but. You don't even need the audio for this one. It's a beautiful display. They're not done. This is the best part.
There's just something about that.
It's beautiful. It's just what friends do. I love it. Gravity, I think you're right. I think Gravity nailed it.
What do you say?
What the movie was about.
Aging pedophile.
That's it.
Oh.
Documentary.
Yeah. It's
we'll have to watch it and find out.
We'll live stream it.
We'll live stream that shit.
Yeah,
there we go. Again, we missed probably 80% of the big stories out there. That's how much is going on right now. It's just that much. But still coming today again, FOMC. We'll find out about the rate cuts. We are crossing our fucking fingers that everything is up when we return next week. Give me a BIRB prediction for this time next week.
This time next week?
Yep.
Well, okay. I imagine they crime it out for a little bit of time. So I think it should flutter between 90 to 110 mil.
Flutter in there. Dude, I like it.
Flutter.
I like it.
That feels reasonable.
I do 100. I'm going to go. God, it's so hard to say FDV over like 500 mil because that would be insane. But like, I think higher. So I'm going to go like 130 or 140 mil market cap.
Okay, I like that. That's good for my bag, sir.
Yeah. Rooting for all our bags here. All right, guys.
Love the birds.
Have a great day, a great week. You love burbs? He said it.
No, not a chance, bro. Come on.
All right. We'll get him one of these days. We'll see you guys later. Follow CyberKongs on X and it's Chart Monkeys on Twitch. We'll see you back here next week, and goodbye.